Namaste, Jai Bharat. All Hindu knows that there is a Devloka, which normally is called as Swarga. And no, human beings don't go there to Swarga. We don't aspire to go to Swarga like Muslims, Christians, etc. do. Hindus aspire to obtain moksha, not just Hindus, all Bharatiya dharmas, be it Hindus, Jains, the Bauds, and also the Sikhs. Nobody aspires to go to heaven, as it is stated in English, or Swarga. Everyone aspires for moksha, but the terminologies are different. Hindus and Sikhs follow the same tradition. They both want to attain moksha, and they have many methods to attain moksha. For the Sikhs, it is very explicitly clear. Path of Guru. That is one of the R Sampradaya of this nation. Follow a Guru, you get moksha. That's sufficient. Then Jains call the same moksha as Kaivalya, same concept. And our Buddhists call it as Nirvana, same concept, similar concept. Though the methods are different, the narratives may be different, but one and the same. None of us Bharat, none of us from Bharatiya Sanskriti ever think that they will go to heaven and after death they have Swarga. No. We have Swarga. And Swarga, as we understand, is Devloka for all of us. Those who accept or not accept, nonetheless the concept remains constant that it is Devloka. Devloka is a world by itself where Devis and Devtas live. They are the deities, not ultimate reality God. Don't confuse between God in small g and God in capital G. That's a normal Semitic confusion. Christians and Muslims do make this confusion until they are familiar with the Bharatiya Sanskriti. Within Bharat they won't. But those who are not aware of, those who are not introduced to Bharatiya Sanskriti makes this mistake. And that's common for them, that's normal for them as well. Now this Devloka is a world in itself. There is a king who is Devrajindra, and there are such systems, his court and everything, and they have an army, Dev Sena. And the army has a chief, that is Dev Senapati. He is Kartikeya, son of Shiva. Son of Lord Shiva is Kartikeya. The same Kartikeya is known by different names across our nation and also outside. Sometimes he is called as Shanmukha in south, with some reasons, and popularly is called as Muruga in south and also Sri Lanka, and Skandha, because his Purana is written as Skandha Purana, etc. etc. Different names of our deities have different names for different purposes or based on different occasions. There is a very important festival in the areas where Kartikeya worship is prime. There are areas where they worship Kartikeya more intensely. He becomes their principal deity, to something like a principal deity. Not that others are undermined, underestimated, but that's more in practice. Maybe something like we call it as more popular with the people. So there is a ritual which is very important, very popular, of lighting a light for him on Kartika, the Tithi. That's called Kartika Deepa. And in Tamil Nadu, there are some areas like Palani, etc., etc., and then Tiruchendur, etc. Then there's one place called as Thirupuram Kundram, which is very important. And all these places have serious centers of worship, something like our Jyotirlingas, no? That we go. So this importance to Kartikeya, Lord Kartikeya is there. And this ritual is on a particular time, particular occasion of lighting a lamp, called as Kartika Deepa. Thirupuram Kundram is a very ancient and popular place. People everyone goes. It's a Tirthasthana, which is on a hilltop. Most of his temples are on hilltop. There, of late, see, the Tamil Nadu politics, I feel, I'm not saying it does, but I feel it's not really pro-Hindu. I'm not telling anti-Hindu, but not really pro-Hindu. I will like to say that, putting it mildly. So of late, there's a usual thing, they make this makhbaras, or Muslims, some of them would make the makhbaras and then subsequently convert it into some kind of worship place and eventually a mosque. They have objected to lighting of the lamp, Kartikeya, and the present government of Tamil Nadu supported their objection, not allowed, etc. Then the people they're going to court, and the court single bench dismissed. I mean, as if judged in favor of the people, worshippers, in favor of the Hindus, to light the Kartikeya, and within no time, the government of Tamil Nadu approaches division bench. Look at that. The government should represent every citizen of that area, that state, that pranta. And Hindus are still majority, unfortunately for some. Hindus are still in majority, and Tamil Hindus are very traditional Hindus, much more traditional than many others. Generally, South Indian Hindus are very traditional, with an exception of the majority in Kerala, because that they have the communist kind of things. But there still are very traditional Hindus who are not very serious majority. That's what I said in majority. No statistics authenticating this, but it's my feelings. Within no time, the government goes to court, division bench, and division bench, as I understand, refuses to hear that argument, petition. Now they would go to Supreme Court as the case stands. Then there was a contempt of court filed, because that judgment says the lamp should be lit, and the government is not facilitating. Then contempt of court. Someone goes to court. Then the court says send forces, and the forces were not appropriately handled and sent to light the lamp. But eventually, someone moved higher court, possibly in all likelihood, and requested for central forces. I think it is CIS, of Central Industrial Security Force, which were instantly available there, not the army. Should have been the army. Personally, I feel they should have been the army. They were sent, and eventually the lamp is lit. Look at a small place where the minority of the nation are little more or near half have these atrocities of objecting that lamp is against our faith system. Lamp is against this thing. This thing is against our faith system. Look at what happened in Afghanistan during the first Taliban regime. The statues are against their faith system, so destroy all the statues. They have destroyed their own ancestry. It happened when Mullah Omar was at the head of things in Afghanistan, not the present Taliban. They are much refined and they are much people oriented, as I understand. And look at the situation in our nation, which is majority Hindus, and the only nation in the entire world which is standing for a religion which is oldest as time itself. They have to go to court just because some people got converted themselves and wanted to follow a rituals, faith system, all right, rituals which followed in a land which is not ours. This is the situation. I shall not say wake up Hindus, I shall only say Hindus become Hindus. Just by birth, you can't claim to be Hindus. You have to be a Hindu from inside. It's something like that. If you are born a Brahman, you are not a Brahman. You really have to become a Brahman, and that's how Brahman is called Dvija. Is born again. Born again. So Hindus become Hindus. Simple blind faith doesn't make you a Hindu. Just think, give time to think, and we shall meet again. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.